Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash and ought to be a sensational game. It's the Purdue Boilermakers and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he is taking them to where they thought they could go. He has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Boilermakers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions offense who will have the football first. Big, talented, and dangerous, and Benjamin Bremer fits the bill. They say the tight end's always open, and he seems to always be, and he's always making big plays.
Hey, guys, we just know, and we kind of laugh about it. When we talk about this team, you know you're going to get a tight end. Like, you just know you're going to get a big, strong, athletic guy in matchups. It was no different watching tape this week. In this offense, they found a great one. Not surprisingly, Palmer, because it seems like they do it every single year.
And on offense, they're smart, right? I mean, it goes through the tight end. In the passing attack, that's oftentimes where the quarterback's going to be looking first, and we see that all the time. And so it's no surprise they've been able to reload this position and stock it up. You're going to see multiple tight ends in formations today, and they are going to attack this defense vertically down the field, throwing to what has always been their best position.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, one thing you know about Penn State when you've watched them play in recent years is they were absolutely loaded at running back. Maybe the best 1-2 combination over the last several seasons of Nick Singleton and Kaytron Allen, David. Now both those guys are gone. There's going to be some new faces toting the rock, but this is Penn State. They've got to be able to run the ball.
They do, and you think about this new era with Matt Campbell coming over, obviously bringing Hansen at the running back spot, but you know how he likes to do it, man. Multiple tight ends, run the football. Rocco Beck's going to be...
Snags it, and he's open. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. The give. Looking for a crease. And he's brought down after a short gain. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Yeah, and the quarterback didn't have a chance. I mean, when you get to the QB that fast, Jesse, you're still processing information, for goodness sakes.
And you're getting to the sideline whenever this drive is over, and you're asking for help from your offensive coordinator. You're asking, hey, can we slide our offensive line and help out blocking this guy? Can I get a tight end to stay in and maybe get a chip on this dude? Because I'm not feeling too comfortable right now back there knowing that we're trying to only block him with one guy.
The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So Purdue's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Now we see Ryan Brown. They'll be relying on him to make sure this offense is productive in this one.
It's been kind of fun to follow these different universities across the country that just, they find their guys, right? Like their fit. It's not always the 5-star guy, but they find their quarterback, and you're like, man, that guy's really, really good. Like, where did they find him? He came out of nowhere. So, Palmer, this is a school, a program that is going to find those QBs. It just might be sometimes the guys that are off the beaten path a little bit more and not as highly recruited.
Yeah, not necessarily a national championship perennial power year in, year out, but you're right. They always seem to find a gunslinger back there. And they lose games, but they're going to go down swinging, and they're going to lose shootouts because they light up the scoreboard. They've got another gunslinger in this offense this year.
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Sells the run, looking to pass. Under pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Here's a give to Gibson. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to run it. Got the first down. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeps it moving. It's Gibson. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Right back to the well. They put the brakes on it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. To the air, it's Beck. They'll run the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Finds the tight end. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They get the completion, and that's one thing, Jesse. If you're going to get this guy on the ground, you better come in to make the tackle like you mean it.
Man, that was a heat-seeking missile coming in there. He knew he had a lot of...
Sent it downfield. He's got it on the left. Ripped off a huge play. He gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Nittany Lions, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Off play action on first down. Got his man downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. There's no way they had 11, right?
Yeah, I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll give it to him again. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They'll send the back in motion. Second down to the air. Almost a D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Back to throw, it's Beck. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. Long way to go on second down. Looking to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Pulls it in on the right. Off and running. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33.
And that's really good by this offense, understanding exactly what you're getting. You're getting cover 2. Where is the weakness? That's what you need to figure out, where the weakness of defenses are. And in cover 2, you got that middle of the field safety and the corner that
just keeps moving. Touchdown, Penn State! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
It's a nice decision by the quarterback there in the RPO. He's reading the keys on defense. They say hand the ball off. You want to do that. When you've got a guy this special in the backfield, David, get him as many touches as possible.
And a lot of times on those RPOs, the defense just has to hesitate for a second, and that little pause will open up those creases, and he takes full advantage of the defense just freezing for a second, makes the big, long touchdown run.
The Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Sauer. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Run in the red zone, it's Peoples. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And how about that? That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. They gave up a lot of yards to get down here, bowing their necks up. It's most important when you get in this area. 2nd and goal now, they get the big stop.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. He's looking to pass. Out wide left, it's Hansen. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Dead center perfect, and that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. And this outing is one this junior signal caller would prefer to forget. They thought they'd be able to lean on their passing game, but so far it has been a complete struggle. Turnover didn't help either. They've got to take care of the football. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Handoff for Jarrett. Breaks into the open. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. He leaves it with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. The play fake. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. Takes it down to the 35-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pick. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Boilermakers look to keep this drive humming. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Sends it back in motion. Play action on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaken up and down on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Gibson. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Purdue! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. So a drive there of 85 yards, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hansen. Worked his way ahead for a pickup of about 6 yards on the play. Clock stops, we've reached the 2-minute timeout. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to the ground game on the left. And he'll get it up to the 38, it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
They get to him as he throws. Finds space on the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Wants to keep it in the air. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Sells the run, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Boilermakers decide to call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's complete on the right side. And they swarm him under. Timeout called by Purdue. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. He got it. Beat
How big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field, and they haven't got the outing they had hoped for from this junior quarterback. They came into this one believing that they could make explosive plays in the passing game, but they haven't taken care of the football, and they haven't done much up top. The Boilermakers call timeout, and they will have no more. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield very late in the half. Got it in the middle. It's Townsend. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play. 2nd down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass on 2nd down. Left side is Gibson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the #1 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the home squad, engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back to your game in Happy Valley. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
I caught up with the Penn State head coach coming out of the locker room. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Boilermakers want to crank the tempo. Gibson again. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Gibson. Turning it on. Got enough space. Into the house. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
They'll try to get the two-point conversion here and make it a three-point game. Floats it out in space. He gets it in for the two-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Nittany Lions sideline, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
Thanks, Holly. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. Makes his man miss. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Not a lot of room to field this one. No room to bring it back. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They march to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Gibson one more time. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. And the officials will stop play momentarily here to check on the shaken-up Boilermaker. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Nice move there. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Again, it's Jared Gibson. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. He unleashes a long one. Leaping grab for a big gain. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. David, you're the analyst. I'll defer to you, but it was as if he saw cover one and says, I'm attacking downfield.
Yeah, I like that. You should always defer to me in all situations, but exactly right. See the safety. Now I know the outside third of the field is mine. It's a one-on-one matchup with the corner. I like my guy. He likes him for a reason because he just made a big play for him.
And the Boilermakers with the 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Takes the handoff, it's Terrell. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. With this game in hand, let's take a look at the scoreboard from the top 12 teams in the country. And at this point in the season, these guys have done exactly what they wanted to do and strengthen their position. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. Dial something up for this 3rd down play. Pulls it. Keeps it himself. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Purdue! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Dropping back, it's Beck. Lets it fly. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The fake wants to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Fires on the move. Lucky to get it off.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Quick catch on 3rd down. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Terrell. Oh, he's got some space. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Handoff for Jarrett. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get the first through the air. Out wide left, it's Terrell. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that 1st down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Love the play call going RPO on 4th down here. And how about the offensive line just digging deep, getting low to the ground, and just getting a better push in the trenches to help that running back get that 1st.
Motion from the back. Fresh set of downs going up top. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. We saw it on that last play.
Swamped immediately. But with the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block. But, boy, I tell you what, they took care of business there, the defense did.
Took care of business. You see the pulling guard come around, and the defense is not full, attacking downhill. Nobody's getting knocked off the football, and the defense is not allowing them to run the football right up the gut.
A lot of defenders around on that screen. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You know, swing passes to the running back oftentimes are like an extension of the running game. That's like a sweep, but give the defense a ton of credit. The speed to be able to pursue and get to the football is why they've now set up 4th down.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. They're all over it. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
They'll run out of the gun, James Peoples. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. The Boilermakers decide to call their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. And the RPO got him. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Running the red zone. It's Hansen. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout called by Purdue. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Look out! Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Throws it off the RPO.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
Good, right down the boulevard. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. And this junior signal caller has hardly been at his best, and when you've been around, when you're the veteran presence, you have to perform at a higher level. The passing game's really been ineffective. They just haven't been able to generate explosive plays. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Pulls it in. He's out of bounds to stop the clock with 26 seconds to go. It will be a 1st down. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the 1st down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You've got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score, like you said, Reese.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this, I'm into this game right now.
This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.